It's another mystery guest day. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I've been having such a fun time interviewing some of my colleagues here on the Pleasant Financial Conversations channel. I thought it'd be fun to mix it up a little bit further and stretch my comfort zone and interview someone from afar. So Tim Pope is who I'll be interviewing today. What I'm excited about is Tim I met on LinkedIn, and he is putting out regular content. He is an educator at heart. He's been in the industry for about 7 years, and a good chunk of that was spent at Vanguard as a wealth manager. And now he has his own practice serving aviation professionals and soon to be retirees. And so on today's video, I wanted to talk a little bit with Tim about his year-end tax strategy. But before we flip to Tim, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for regular Pleasant Financial Conversations. You may recall a couple of weeks ago, I was challenged by another industry professional, Andy Panko. Hey, Andy, to talk about TERP, tax efficient retirement planning, and some of my tips for that. And so I wanted to pass that question on to Tim and see what year-end tips he has with his clients, whether they are tax specific or not. So Tim, thanks for being on our show. Tell us about your tips that you have at year end.
Yeah, thanks, Liz. I actually saw the challenge or your response to the challenge that you in the year-end tax tips that you put out, and that was great. So, and the work that Andy's doing, the education surrounding tax-efficient retirement planning, is wonderful. People need to know that. When it comes to how I advise clients with a few year-end tips, number one is Roth conversions. So if we've been working on a strategy of moving money from a pre-tax account to a post-tax account, 1231 is the name of the game. So we've got to get it done by then. And so typically as we move into the fourth quarter, clients start to get a better idea of what their overall compensation for the year will be. And so then we ask the question, well, how much can we afford to convert and move over? Because that certainly generates a tax liability. So through conversations with the client CPA and their own understanding about their compensation, we make the decision, and we'll begin to convert that pre-tax account into a Roth over time. So that's number one. The other year-end tip is I use the fall review to look forward to understand if we're anticipating a large need for cash in the upcoming year. If we're going to raise cash out of a retirement account, I use the same strategy that you do. You call it bridge strategy. I call it straddle, since we're straddling two tax years. And if folks haven't seen your video where you talk about that strategy, they should certainly take a look at it. But if we're going to raise cash out of a taxable account, I'll use the fall review to review the taxable account, to select a few securities that we may be liquidating, so we can, number one, raise the cash, but number two, do it while avoiding a huge tax hit. And we may not even liquidate the securities before 1231, but we go into the new year knowing which ones we need to keep a closer eye on. So those are two year-end tips that I help clients with. Number one, Roth conversion. Let's get it done. And then number two, raising cash out of a taxable account. Let's be aware of which securities we're going to pull.
Roth conversions. Yes, I love that strategy for those retirees who have retired sometime before being required to take money out of their IRA. And with their lower income, we can strategize and start putting them in a better tax position long term. Love that. And bridge, straddle, hey, potato, potato. Glad you're working on that with clients as well. All right, friends, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. And for you, if you're an aviation professional and you are looking to land into retirement, love those puns, check out Tim Pope. Tim is well poised to help you navigate what it means for you to be stepping closer and closer towards retirement. Otherwise, if you're specifically looking for a pleasant financial conversation, you know where to find me, www.pleasantwealth.com, and I look forward to having a conversation with you. So until next time, friends, you take care.